Hello, and welcome to a brief tour of Japanese art and architecture. My name is James Gordon, and today we will take a glimpse into traditional art and architecture as well as the modern art and architecture of Japan. The traditional style of painting, known as Yamato-e or Japanese painting, is the traditional painting style contemporary to the 12th and 13th centuries. It is secular in nature and decorative in intent. Strong lines and flowing color are characteristic of Yamato-e. The Genji scrolls are the oldest examples of the traditional Japanese painting style and are illustrations used to tell a story. Shown here is an example of Yamato-e from the Genji scrolls. The diagonal lines in each painting are the tops of the walls inside the architecture. This is described by the editors of the Encyclopedia Britannica as roofless structures, which allow us to see inside the structure to observe the story. Here we see another example of Yamato-e from the Genji scrolls. Notice the script on the right side of the painting. The script told the story as illustrated by the paintings. The traditional beliefs of the Japanese culture have centered on nature. Things naturally occurring in nature, such as waterfalls or gnarled trees and rock formations, are viewed as spirit homes. The spiritual sense and desire for being close to nature has heavily influenced the architecture. Materials desired today for their green qualities were revered in traditional Japanese architecture for the same principles, only they were recognized as birth, fruition, death, and decay. The cycle connected the humans to the natural world. The photo on the right is of a traditional pagoda consisting of wood and stucco. The desire to commune with nature led the architectural design toward open and airy structures, which provided shelter but allowed the area inside to connect with the area outside. The shrine shown here does just that, with the open court area surrounded by the open structures. Contemporary painting in Japan retains many of the aspects of traditional painting, including the simple lines and content. For example, Lakeside has the simple lines and helps tell a story, much like that of the Genji scrolls. The contemporary painting does have a few aspects not found in its predecessors. The colors are much softer, and this particular example does not follow the cell or storyboard style depicted in the Genji scrolls. Contemporary art in Japan now includes anime, manga, and superflat. These are forms of drawing or sketch-based used for cartoons. Much like the Genji scrolls, these contemporary forms of art are used to tell a story. The modern side of architecture in Japan holds firmly to the traditional views of being close to nature and using sustainable resources like wood and earth. As a result, the open and airy structures comprised of wood and stucco or other earthen materials are popular. For instance, the house shown here is a modern home with a square structure, large windows, and lots of wood. Communing with nature is important. The interior of Nagahama's house brings the outdoors in with wide, expansive doorways, glass and wooden beams. Even though the area shown is quite large and open to the outdoors, it retains a cozy feel. Thank you for your time. I hope you've enjoyed this brief tour of Japanese art and architecture, traditional and modern.